everyone, I'm Anna, and today I'll be presenting why specifically Section 230 of the Communication Decency Act should no longer be needed. So the Communication Decency Act is a law that was passed back in 1996 to regulate the internet. Its main goal was to keep people from posting illegal or harmful things online. But one of the most important parts was Section 230, saying that websites and social media platforms are not legally responsible for what other people are posting on them. And in our textbook, it states, no provider or user of an interactive computer service shall be treated as the publisher or speaker of any information provided by another content provider, which is pretty much saying that those posting will not be held accountable, even if the information that they're posting about is incorrect or misleading. And to me, that sounds very counteractive, because why would you have a law if you can't even back it up? Section 230 of the Communication Decency Act was created in an era where, compared to nowadays, media was almost completely irrelevant. The impact has just been it's been widely different compared to that many years ago. Nowadays, social media and the web are used every day all over the world, which means using the web to search for everyday life answers, to do research on political and social issues, or even share bits about your life can actually create issues nowadays because no one is telling the truth, such as ones we're already seeing across the world, even like fake news, false narratives, and propaganda, and these are even being posted on official websites. And when there are no rules or laws for these types of situations, it allows people to post anything online with almost no repercussion, unless someone is calling you out, but that doesn't really happen so much. I even read in a Yale Journal article on regulation, it's explained that even courts have had a hard time understanding the point of Section 230. And that's in Dickinson's 24, it's an article. And so basically Section 230 was made for a smaller internet, and now the internet is massive and way more powerful, and there's so many more people online. The same rules, they don't make sense anymore. They can't apply to the same thing. Section 230 can actually cause many problems nowadays too. When people, organizations, businesses, when they aren't being held accountable for what they're posting and sharing online, then misinformation spreads, and it spreads very fast. Section 230 allows this to happen because it protects social media platforms from being legally responsible for what the user is posting. It's protecting those posting instead of the viewers, us receiving it. And nowadays we've become way too reliant and even naive when it comes to receiving information online. Our brains are all automatically trained to just believe what we're hearing. And that can be a very big issue, especially when we're looking on the internet for very important facts. And even at Brooklyn Works article explains that Section 230 can cause problems for everyone because false information online can hurt the society. So like I was saying, we're right now in a time where we need to be looking at the news, we need to be hearing all these things from around the world, and if fake news, fake things are being spread around, it's hurting our society more. So some benefits of overturning Section 230. One, it could definitely be, it would finally hold social media platforms accountable for what content they are allowing to be spread. Those posting on the web would have to take more accountability for what they post and what they share, which evidently, like I said, it protects the viewers more than they currently do now. Things posted online would be much more trustworthy, and they'd be actual reliable sources of information. Instead of having to hear one thing and then having to go to another source, we can just stick with the one. And according to another article from Ash Center, some experts suggest that repeal and renew approach, this would remove legal protection for platforms which when their algorithms promote harmful content. So there are ways that people are trying to work around this, but I feel like we just need one resolution. But overall, it would create a much more fair and honest space online, one where people can't just hide behind their screens and post whatever they'd like. And then I personally think that if Section 230 overturned, I would feel more comfortable being on social media. I'd feel more at peace looking for answers on social media or learning about the current state of the world. I wouldn't feel so misled by all these different types of media being posted. And yeah, I just wouldn't be as afraid to hear what's going on. In conclusion, though, without Section 230, the internet would be a much safer and more reliable place to find information. Important media would be fact-checked, and social media would feel less like a facade, and it would feel more like a genuine space for connection. And people could still be open and share their lives and have fun online, but there would finally be real consequences for those that are spreading the misinformation. So yeah, thank you so much for listening.